I see a dragon and I'm out.
Was it his finger in her mouth or her finger in his mouth?
Just cry myself to sleep.
Your entire chin retracted into the wall.
The most inaccurate depiction of rabies I've ever seen in my life.
Where you been, bitch?
Making Donkey Kong jokes. Dull. Get some chicken. That would also be uncomfortable for my poor bruised booty.
No one likes me.
Tears on the microphone, sorry.
Welcome back. Are we going to sing it this time or are we going to shout it?
I don't think we should ever discuss that beforehand. I think we should just see what comes out.
Okay, right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. But here we are. It's the new year. The last time we recorded it was technically before Christmas. So
I'm a year older.
Happy
I was
birthday.
going to say, what has happened since then? Leah, you've got a big one.
Yeah, I'm a year older now. 27.
Woohoo!
3 years from 30.
Woo.
Can you put like a little clapping, like cheering sound effect over the top of this?
Put foghorns.
Yeah.
How does that feel now, being in your late 20s?
Much the same as my mid-20s did.
Can I tell you something?
No.
Really okay. I'll tell you anyway.
Go on then.
So I actually was thinking about this in bed last night. I wasn't thinking about you in bed. Don't let's not get it twisted.
Okay.
I was thinking to myself, you're 27 now.
Yeah.
And my sister was 28 whenever she got married. And I look at my sister and think she's 5.5 years older. And I always see her as being much older than me, even though in reality she really isn't. But I always feel like there's a huge big gap between us. So the fact that you're a year younger than what she was whenever she got married, I'm like, oh my God.
My
Like,
sister was 26 when she got married.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of my cousin and my friend got married a couple of days ago in New Zealand.
Cute.
And they're like 23, 24.
Oh, goodness.
It's a good thing that now, instead of just celebrating Valentine's, we now celebrate.
Galentines.
Indeed.
But Valentine's, that's coming soon.
You got
Any
me.
plans?
Staring at the four walls. Or just staring at the two of you, to be honest.
Just cry myself to sleep.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah.
So there'll be no Valentine's dates coming up this year.
I don't think so. What about you, Megan?
Tumbleweed.
Well,
Tumbleweed.
we
purple.
had discussed the potential for a wee Galentine's trip to the cinema.
Yeah.
To see a wee bit of Wuthering Heights.
This brings us to our first segue.
Amazing.
So before we begin, I'm Megan.
I'm Ellen.
And I'm Leah.
And this is Knitting Bitch. Yes, actually I think it's the 13th of February, which is both Galentine's Day and the release day of Wuthering Heights by Emerald Fennell with Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi. A much awaited film adaptation for multiple reasons. Please cut that out.
No.
A much anticipated film adaptation for multiple reasons. The first one, have either of you read the book? I did.
Remind me who wrote it?
Emily Bronte.
Yes.
I hated that book. I'm so sorry to anyone who listened to it and loved it and all the rest of it. I know people, I think it's very much like a Marmite book. You either really, really get it and you love it, or you just don't get it at all. I'm in the latter of those two categories. I just couldn't get into the book. It was during the lockdown I tried to read it. I actually don't know what the plot was. I can't even summarize.
Believe it has any dragons or magic, so I'm not interested.
No, that's true. No, there's none of that.
No mythical creatures.
I'm the opposite. I see a dragon and I'm out.
Yeah. You tuned out.
Wow.
No, yeah, so it's set in the Yorkshire moors back in the 1800s, and there's a woman called Kathy.
It's me, I'm Kathy, I'm come home now.
Right.
We better get Bish.
Calling me in the Sorry.
I used to
changed
play
key.
that on the piano.
Did you?
I was going to do it for my leaving cert.
Ooh. Anyway.
You record a cover. Could that be our Galentine's Day? Do we just record a cover of that?
Yeah, you sing, I'll do the piano.
I can't.
And you
those
can
notes.
dance, Leah.
I could definitely dance like Kate Bush.
Yeah.
I see that.
It's very interpretive.
I see the vision, and I can't hit the notes on that song, so it'll just be me.
Well, I can't play it on the piano either,
Dying.
so
You can't play, and I can't
been
sing.
5
And she
years.
can't
My
dance.
dad likes to sing it.
we'll get your dad as a guest.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Creepy.
Oh. Well, what was I saying? Oh, yes. So that film is being released on 13th of Feb, I think, on Valentine's Day officially in the States. And it is a gothic romance between I think, kind of middle class rich woman called Catherine something or other, and Heathcliff, who I think in the book was actually from like a traveling sort of gypsy background.
Oh.
And that was the initial big controversy, because Jacob Elordi is a white man, not a man of colour, and people were not happy about the casting. Also, Margot Robbie, she's a lot older than Kathy is. She's in her early 30s. I think in the book Kathy's only like 17, 18, has brown hair, which obviously Margot does not. Now, obviously, creative license is a big thing, but that's why I'm looking forward to seeing it, because I didn't like the book.
I didn't know that this was a thing until the pictures came out, and I have very little knowledge of the story.
Yes.
So let me tell you what my perspective was.
Yeah.
Firstly, the very first thing I saw was it his finger in her mouth or her finger in his mouth?
His whole fist was in her mouth at one point.
Like, why do we need to see that? But also,
Yeah.
the way he's dressed, I thought he was like a priest or something. He's got like that weird floaty shirt on and like a collar, and I was like, this is a weird vibe for a priest and fingers, and not a good vibe.
Sexy priest.
He's supposed to be like
Fleabag all over.
like really poor, I think, as well.
Oh, well, they've not done that well with the clothes, have they?
What I find so funny is that they're both Australian, and they're both Australian, not in the book, obviously.
In real life?
And yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know Jacob Elordi was...
he's from Brisbane.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's from Brisbane. And what I find so funny is like listening to the two of them try and he's trying to do like a Yorkshire accent. She can't even do it. She's just doing like a general kind of Southern English accent. And I don't know. I'm like looking forward to hearing the accent slips in the film. He's like, Kathy? She's like, Heathcliff?
Cat there?
Where you
What?
been, bitch? But yes, she's a very provocative director, Emerald Fennell. Famously,
What else has she done?
Saltburn. No,
Oh, I
this is
haven't
the
watched
big one.
that.
Right.
I don't think I will watch that.
Have you not seen it?
Helicopter
Okay.
moment? No thanks.
We
Seen on TikTok.
strap yourselves in for your entire chin retracted into the wall when I said that. Strap yourselves in, because let me tell you something. Both that and her first film, Promising Young Woman, crazy. Saltburn. I saw too much of Barry Keoghan in that film, and this movie is going to be the same. They've already said there's no sex in the original Wuthering Heights novel, and they've talked about how much sex there's going to be in this film.
I don't know if I want to watch it.
You have to. You're the only one who's okay. Here's what it is. You're the only one who's not single. The two of us need to have companionship to go see this film together.
I mean,
Bring Robert. Are we gonna
I
go as
really
four?
don't want to bring Robert to that. No, thank you.
But she never saw Saltburn then?
No.
So I went to go see it in the cinema with my sister and brother-in-law. It was, I think, the day
Didn't even
before
know it
New
was in the
Year's
cinema.
Eve, a few years back. You see the scene whenever Barry Keoghan humps the grave.
Didn't know he did
Spoilers, he does do
Thanks.
that. Yeah, he like sort of strips
that.
down
Is he,
and then,
oh, right, okay.
and
My
then,
question was going to be,
and
is he clothed?
and then no, he like puts his hoo-ha in the soil and like
In a grave?
yeah.
Who's great?
That's so
So
irreverent.
Jacob Elordi's character is murdered by Barry Keoghan.
I
in
didn't
the
know
film.
that Jacob Elordi was
Yeah, he's
in
also
that as well.
Yeah, this is all a surprise to the two of you. You're having revelations. Yeah, no. So, spoiler. Barry Keoghan kills Jacob Elordi,
What?
They
And then he humps his
I
grave.
didn't know this was a
Yeah.
murdery film either.
yeah.
I thought it was just like
It's
him nude in his
crazy.
house dancing to that song.
Sophie Ellis Bextor. Yeah, I know. It was crazy. So you can. That is the only film I've ever sat in where genuinely, because it was nearly full the entire cinema, where there was silence during that scene. I have never heard like audible gasps whilst watching a film in the cinema. And like looking at it, because there's no sound during the scene. There's no
Nothing.
just him like grunting, I guess.
Gross.
And we were looking at each other being like, what the fuck is going on? So that's why I'm buzzing about seeing this film, because I know you're both going to be so uncomfortable.
There's gonna be some scene that I'm like, ugh.
It's going to be wild.
Shall I
So
bring a
bring your-
blindfold?
That'd probably be very in keeping with the film, to be honest with you, the kink of it.
No, thank you. Decline.
So yeah, fist in the mouth.
Oh!
It's not, that's not even going to be half of what we're going to say.
Okay, great.
There were, during the test screenings as well, apparently, there was one of the opening scenes. There's like a naked nun who has her head cut off. So I don't...
Sorry, how do you know if it's a nun if she's naked?
Well, I didn't see the test screening. I'm
Fair
only
enough.
going off what the internet told me whenever they were showing it to audiences a few months back. So if that makes the final cut, we'll then discover, whether or not she's, a nun from like the neck up, and that's,
But if her head was cut off? I'm so confused.
Did
I
she
don't
still
know.
have a little like hat on or something? What do nuns wear?
I don't know.
Oh,
She didn't have a head. I don't like it.
Well, we're gonna go see it anyway.
I don't want to.
We need to have something to talk
you're
about.
gonna have to
and unpack.
kidnap Leah.
We're gonna blindfold you, bring you to the cinema.
Give you popcorn.
It's gonna be like, what was that thing you went to go see?
I went to some context. I went to a surprise screening.
Some surprise that was.
You're traumatized.
Yeah, Omniplex had like a surprise screening advertised, and so I wanted to go and see Avatar, but Avatar was not on at any reasonable times of the day. So went to this surprise screening. It was Primate, which is basically this family has a pet chimpanzee and it contracts rabies, and it's the most inaccurate depiction of rabies I've ever seen in my life. Somehow the thing
That's your big issue with the film.
it is. It's so
The depiction of
inaccurate.
rabies.
The thing is crazed within like an hour of contracting the rabies, and so it like goes mad and tries to murder everyone. I say tries, succeeds to murder everyone, and they're like hiding in the swimming pool because obviously rabies makes them hydrophobic, so they don't want to go in the water. And it's a whole situation. And there's this one horrific scene where this boy had come to the house to see the girls, and he goes up to their bedroom to try and find them. Obviously they're not there because they're hiding in the swimming pool from the crazed chimpanzee. He's called Ben, by the way, Ben the chimpanzee. And
Right.
so Ben is down at the swimming pool, but Ben hears the boys arrive, so he's like sitting on the bed waiting for the girl to appear. Chimpanzee appears, and he like rips his jaw off his face, and then he like can't understand why he can't get the jaw to reattach, and there's like some mild comedy.
Comedy?
So it's comedy because
What is mild
before
comedy?
before the
Like
chimpanzee
that.
rips the jaw off, the boy doesn't realize that the chimpanzee is like demon, so he's
Right.
like making Donkey Kong jokes. And it's like the whole film is so like horrific and suspenseful, and then there's this one moment where he's like making the Donkey Kong jokes, and it's like, oh, this is light and lovely, and then he rips his jaw off, and it's like the most awful thing you've ever seen in your life. And then he can't get the jaw to reattach, and then he eats the flesh off the jaw, and it's just like a bone, and it's just really awful. I would not recommend. So I don't like surprise screenings.
I don't think Wuthering Heights can be anything like that.
No, I don't think there was a monkey in the original text. Well,
Well, it sounds like they're straying fairly far away from the original text. So
Jacob Elordi, he's the one that contracts rabies. And no, I think we'll be fine. We'll just, do you know what? You'll bring your fried chicken with you in your bag.
stunning.
You can
Love it.
have a little munch on that.
Yeah.
Ellen, what's your go-to thing to bring to the cinema?
Sweets.
Dull.
With
Some chicken.
I feel like we need background on the chicken story.
like
Do you never
pescatarian,
like
but
you're sitting in the cinema and you're like, ooh, there's something better that I could be eating right now. I could have snuck something else into the cinema. Like people do like dinner and a movie type dates. Why not combine the two? Sneak the fried chicken into the movie theatre and have it all at once.
I just don't know
It's
how your
good.
bag wasn't stinking after that.
It wasn't in it for very long. It also wasn't this bag. It was a different bag. I wouldn't do it with a proper leather bag.
Right.
Your fried
Please.
chicken bag.
I'm very protective
Precious
of this
of
bad
that one.
boy.
Which cinema was this?
Oh, it was Cookstown Cinema.
Right. And is that quite a common occurrence for people to bring fried chicken into the
I mean, I don't know what
cinema?
other people do. I live my life, not theirs. No judgment from me.
Right.
So you'll come to the cinema with us if we give you fried chicken.
No.
We'll just leave little trails of
I don't
chicken
want
on
to
the
bring
floor.
fried chicken on my own.
You're coming regardless.
Okay.
That's how it's going to be.
Me and you will show up and there's Leah in the back corner hunched over like a KFC bucket or something.
I have some more pleasant Valentine's Day thoughts for you.
Okay, go for it.
Did you know that Saint Valentine is the patron saint of beekeepers?
That's like you as
That's
well.
so specific.
You have that in common.
So, legend has it he was a beekeeper himself.
Right.
Yes, he's considered a protector of apiarists and ensuring the health of the hives and quality of the harvest.
Aww.
So how do you get into all that love nonsense then?
I don't really know it's the real nonsense, that bit.
He just loved bees.
He loved the bees.
So he's the patron saint of bees and love?
I don't really know if
Bees
he
in
even
love.
is the
Bees in
patron
love.
saint of love.
Wow,
Valentine.
wow, wow, wow. I haven't really tried, babe. That's Leah with her chicken in the back of the cinema. I think it'll be a fun night because let's be honest, I think Galentine's is like officially celebrated on the 13th, the day the film's released, and it's become a really popular thing online the last couple of years, taking the time to celebrate platonic love, which in some ways,
Sorry.
did you just should we just go fuck ourselves? I'll just leave.
Sorry, it's just the thought of
Platonically loving you.
platonic. Ew. Go on.
Whenever you enter into a romantic relationship, there's kind of the level of risk there that doesn't exist whenever you form a friendship. You look perplexed. Let me explain.
I feel perplexed.
So what I'm saying is that whenever you date someone, you take the risk that if it doesn't work out, you probably won't speak to them again. Whereas I don't feel like with a friendship, it's as high stakes. You're just like, oh,
I
I'm
have
friends.
more friends that I don't speak to anymore than
Oh no,
ex.
no, same. Like I've gone through a lot more friends than I have done boyfriends. But I guess what I mean is, whenever you can have multiple friends, you have one like romantic partner, unless you have more. You're kind of always doing that thing, as you were saying a few weeks back, of trying to find the one. But with friends, you don't have that same pressure on you. It's a different thing, and also you get things out of friendships that you don't get out of a romantic relationship, and vice versa. And I think it's really worthwhile celebrating because it's a success. Marriage is seen as the pinnacle of finding like a romantic partner, but you don't have that same kind of celebration when it
you
comes
can't
to
have
friends.
a friend marriage.
No, you can't. I mean, you
Fair.
could, but like, I mean, it would be a
Like,
bit weird.
I think that we should throw a big party, like a wedding,
for
but for
us,
friends. Not specifically us, but for friends.
like,
Galentine's party.
so like a mock marriage.
Yeah. Cut this.
I kind of like that idea, but only doing it whenever you've consumed alcohol. Like, I don't think doing it sober I would be able to cope with. I'd be like,
You've already booked the flights to Vegas.
Elvis
my
is
God.
doing the ceremony.
Yeah.
right, let's baby gonna send my. It's just me with a beard on, no white suit. But yeah, no, we're gonna review Wuthering Heights whenever we've watched it, and we'll give our give our feedback on that.
We're gonna wear purple for for Galentine's.
Is that a thing?
Purple. Oh, I forgot that you're not How I Met Your Mother people.
Oh,
Purple is the
yeah.
official colour of Galentine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
Ooh.
Ellen, you're sort of describe what your hat looks like for the listeners.
I have a purple beret with purple pigeons and pink hearts on it, and the pigeons have pink feet.
Perfect. I think that's the perfect outfit.
Yes.
I don't own any purple that I'm aware of, but I can wear pink.
I'll give you my beret.
Are
Are you going to wear purple?
Yeah, I can wear purple.
Yay, that's fun. Should we
I
have
don't
food
believe
as well?
in Valentines, so Galentines will do the job.
Grand. So is Robert just going to be at home by himself on Valentine's?
We don't. It's not. We don't.
You don't acknowledge his
If it happens to be a Saturday,
yeah.
I'll probably see him, but
Right.
not for a Valentine's specific activity.
Right.
Just because that's the day that I normally see him.
Okay.
Valentine's Day is consumerist nonsense.
No, I agree. No, I do
If you
agree.
can't show someone that you love them on a different day of the week, why would you do it on Valentine's Day?
Right.
Yeah.
This goes back to the point that I made in December. I don't really believe in cards, like giving
Yeah.
cards. But this
Yeah.
is the perfect example of it, where like I just think it's utter nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying cards in their entirety are pointless, but in these circumstances, like Valentine's Day, I don't need you to write me a card that says I love you. Like I understand like the gesture, but I don't think it's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
You just do it.
Yeah, you just get on with it. So you're celebrating Valentine's with us this year then instead of
I'm not. I'm celebrating Galentine's.
there's a very clear difference.
There is.
I think like you see the way those girls on TikTok spend so much money putting together those Galentine's Day banquets for all their mates with the candles.
Stop it. Don't turn Galentine's into consumerist nonsense too.
It's a lot, and I'm like, first of all, how do you have so many mates? That's my first question.
That's a good question.
Secondly, how can you all manage to organise yourselves to be free on the same day? It's different
Also a
for us
good
because
question.
we're unemployed, so we've got a lot of free time. You're
have a lot of free time. I have minimal free time. Just gonna go and check what day of the week Valentine's Day is on to see if I can. Oh, it's a Saturday.
Is it a Saturday? Oh, perfect. Well, actually, I think well maybe not because my granny's birthday's on Valentine's, so
Oh, that's cute.
I'm sort of hoping that we'll have maybe lunch on the Sunday or on the Saturday, and then I'll be free that evening. Although if we go out on the Saturday, everyone's going to be out in Belfast.
But we can do it the Friday instead,
We could do it the Friday. Yeah.
because then it's the 13th, and we're getting opening night. So there'll be no spoilers before it happens.
Yeah, TikTok
Yeah.
spoiling everything. I hate people
Let
doing
me tell
that.
you, I'm
Winds me
so
up.
good at avoiding spoilers.
I'm
It's
not.
one of my best skills in life. I still haven't seen the most recent Spider-Man film that came out
Right.
5 years ago, and I don't know any spoilers.
Nice.
I also waited a week to watch the finale of Traitors, and I didn't see any spoilers.
How do you manage to do that?
Skill.
When Stranger Things came out, I just deleted TikTok until I watched it. I was like, I don't want to know.
I just didn't open TikTok for like 24 hours.
I'm
which was
not a
very
massive
difficult.
TikTok girly. I post, but I don't scroll.
I wish I didn't scroll. I think I am mildly addicted to scrolling on TikTok. I do think it's
If I want to scroll, I'll go to YouTube Shorts instead, because it already knows my algorithm.
Yes.
But I don't want to have to start a whole new algorithm on TikTok.
Yeah.
I'd scroll on Instagram. It's funny that we all have different apps. Yeah.
See, Instagram, I wouldn't ever really go on it, only for the fact that I like to stalk your Instagram stories.
Mine, specifically.
Yeah.
Just mine.
Yeah, I have like
Fair
3 people who I like to stalk on Instagram. You, my friend Christina, who married my cousin a few days ago, and then your band content.
I'm offended.
You don't really post Instagram stories though, to be fair. So
She's eagerly waiting, though.
as soon as you do, Leah, I will
Okay.
watch them.
I mean, I do.
You do occasionally.
It's
But
usually with a fluffy chicken.
Although you're trying to eat.
No, I don't eat the fluffy chickens. Just regular chicken. Valentine's quiz. It's time. Everybody get their
Yeah.
phones out.
Are you the quiz master? How's this
Me.
going to work?
We'll just use my phone and do a collective quiz.
Okay, grand.
you don't need
Perfect.
yours.
Okay,
So,
put mine away then.
we're on BuzzFeed.
Classic.
Everyone has a soulmate. Here's your perfect match this Valentine's Day. Question number 1. What's your favourite way to wind down from a long day? Spending time shopping online? Going for a long drive with no destination in mind? Chilling out on the couch and catching up on my favourite shows? squeezing in a quick workout, laying in bed and scrolling for a while, or reading the latest book social media is obsessed with? Can we all agree on one of those options?
I enjoy all those activities.
Mine's probably chilling in bed, catching up on my favourite shows.
Well, shall we go with catching up on our favourite shows?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think I probably maybe like would edge towards going for a long drive, but I'm also happy with that one. That's good.
Okay. Next question. Who are you most likely to invite over for a Galentine's Day to get together? Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter, SZA, Alison Kutch, Rosé, or Taylor Swift? I don't know who Alison Kutch is.
Oh,
Me neither. We just invite her.
I don't recognise
The
her.
girl that we don't know.
Do you have a picture?
Sabrina, I'd probably say.
Sabs.
I would be okay with Sabrina.
For Galentine's,
Yeah,
she'd
for
have some
Galentine's.
stories.
Yeah, she suits the vibe.
Yes.
Okay, which dessert would you choose for your next sweet treat?
Sticky toffee pudding.
We'll get whatever we choose. Okay, tiramisu, fudge brownies, chalky covered straws, s'mores, New York cheesecake, or churros with chocolate sauce.
I love a brownie.
I was gonna say brownie.
Yeah, brownie. That's what
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards. Fantastic.
Are we all the same person?
Oh,
We
maybe.
should just date each other.
What type of flowers would you want to receive without asking for? Of course. I wouldn't, personally,
Oh,
because
really?
they die. Okay, number one.
You could press them.
Sunflowers, roses, wildflowers, tulips, daisies, or lilies.
Sunflowers are my favourite, so I would say sunflowers.
I
Yeah.
support that. The only flowers I've ever been thrilled to receive was a 6 foot tall sunflower.
Yes.
Oh,
I get that.
He grew it himself. Next question. Besides the flowers, what other gift would you like to be surprised with? All items currently sitting in my cart. A meal cooked for me at home. A handwritten letter. A public grand gesture. A photo album filled with memories. I honestly would like more flowers. Those are all awful.
Maybe a home cooked meal.
yeah.
Home cooked meal, maybe.
Comes if they're bad at cooking.
I'd rather cook it myself, honestly, but it's better than the other options. At least I get to eat then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. Which rom-com is now in your annual viewing lineup? I'm interested to see what you all say for this.
Okay.
Notting Hill, When Harry Met Sally, Clueless, Love and Basketball, Bridget Jones's Diary, and Anyone But You.
I've seen none.
There's
of those
only
films.
one right answer to this question, lads.
I've only seen half of those. Bridget Jones.
That's not the right answer.
What is the right answer?
The right answer is Clueless.
I was going to say Clueless, actually, to be
Yes.
fair. I was going to say Clueless.
We'll go with that then.
Yes. Is
You haven't got a choice in that one. You have to.
No.
that where she wears the yellow skirt and the blazer?
Yes.
Yeah, then we'll
Yeah.
go with that one. That's all I know about the film.
What trait do you look for in a partner personality-wise? Honest, smart, loyal, romantic, driven, or giving?
Either smart or driven.
I was going to say driven.
I was aiming towards driven myself.
Yeah.
Stunning. What trait do you look for in a partner looks-wise?
Sex.
It's a bit more specific than that. Perfect teeth, healthy hair, toned abs, strong arms, pretty eyes, or full lips.
Hair.
Hair.
Okay, my answer was perfect teeth. But
Oh,
sure, we'll go for
really?
hair. Okay, well, were we going for healthy hair then?
Healthy head of hair.
Yeah.
Stunning. Which Disney princess can you relate to the most? Ariel, Moana, Jasmine, Pocahontas, Merida, or Mulan?
Mulan's my favourite. Although I can't relate to being a warrior and having to dress up as a fella to
She's
get
got a wee dragon on her shoulder. That's nice.
I like that. That's quite fun. Which is your favourite?
I don't know.
I don't really
Right.
know that I relate to any of them.
defeat
None specifically. But I like Merida.
Should we just choose one?
Yeah.
Which one?
Mulan's my
Just go with Mulan. He's got you guys like
Mulan,
dragons.
Mulan is the most. I think out of all of them, she's probably the most. I don't want to say she's the bravest, but she takes some of the biggest risks that are seen in Disney films. Like there aren't many Disney films that deal with war, and
That's
that
fair.
deal with war in the way that film does. And it's very like it's very
It's almost like they don't want to show
empowering.
children death.
no. But I think
But every Disney princess's parents are dead.
hers aren't actually.
Are they
Hers
not?
are not dead. No.
Neither are Merida's.
Oh, yeah, they're
not.
bears.
You take back what you said.
Yeah, they're bears.
Mm.
Isn't that like
Be
a trend
man. What was?
Yeah.
that all their parents die?
Yeah.
And then in Pixar, they're all dead. They're all divorced.
Oh, yeah.
Are they which films?
Toy Story.
Are they divorced?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what other films?
Don't know. Can't remember, but I've heard someone say that.
Oh.
Next question.
Are we still doing?
Here we are. What is your favourite romance trope? Opposites attract, childhood friends, fake dating, grumpy ex sunshine, second chance, or office romance?
What was the first one?
Opposites attract.
Maybe opposites attract.
Yeah.
I prefer enemies to lovers. I think it's a good drama for a film. No, we weren't. It's just good film drama. So which one were we going for there? Opposites attract.
Yeah, that, in a way, that's kind of like enemies to lovers in a sense, but it's like a milder
Kind of.
version.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh. Which sexiest man alive is your current celeb crush?
Is Jonathan Bailey on the list?
No. Richard Gere, Idris Elba, John Krasinski, George Clooney, Paul Rudd, or Michael B. Jordan?
None.
Out of those six, my choice would be Paul Rudd.
He's got a massive forehead.
Probably. Yeah. I mean, he's also.
I served
like,
him tea.
Let's go, Paul Rudd. He's charismatic.
Yeah.
Apparently, his dad.
He doesn't age.
His dad was like an expert on the Titanic. Did you hear about this?
odd.
He's a huge Titanic fan. Yeah.
He's like obsessed with Belfast.
I served him tea.
Tell us the story. Go on, this is your time to shine, Ellen.
I used to work in a recording studio and they were filming a movie that I think's coming out this year with Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas. I served him tea as well. But they were in recording covers for songs like Summer of '69 and stuff like that. It's
So
directed
random.
by the same guy who made Once and movies like that. He's an Irish director and they're always music based. He came in and did a few covers for the day and then
I didn't even know Paul Rudd sang.
no, he was quite nervous as well. They had like this Scottish vocal coach as well,
interesting.
helping him like feed the lines to him. So I remember him like struggling to sing Summer of '69, but he got there at the end. But yeah, I gave him tea. He likes it with milk.
Was he nice?
He was really nice. He was like, "Oh, thanks, Ellen," and I was like, "Oh, you remembered my name." And then at the end of the day, when everyone else went out to get pastries and stuff, he asked me for merchandise from the studio, so I brought him upstairs and gave him a free hoodie.
Nice.
Nice.
And what about Nick Jonas? Was he also a nice character too?
He was really nice. I remember he showed up like 6 hours late. I'd been in there since like 8 a.m. and he showed up around like just after lunchtime.
That's not good.
And I was sitting there like, I am so tired and hungry and I want to go home. But when he showed up, he was really nice. And he did a Nick Jonas, like a Jonas Brothers Christmas song as well while he was there. And he banged it out about half an hour and was gone. Like everything he sang was the take. Really like how he sounds on the songs was what he sang in the room. I actually couldn't get over it. He was so professional. Like sang maybe the
I
verse
suppose he's been
2
doing
or
it for a
3
long
times.
time.
Yeah, he had this like green jumper on with like 8 balls on it and stuff. I remember that. Yeah, I don't have a picture with him, but
He is a very good singer. I think he's almost underrated as a singer. But you see that song Jealous. First of all, what a tune. That song goes off. I still get jealous. But it's also a really hard song to sing because I can't sing it. And he is very, very good, to be fair. Leah, please continue with your quiz.
I shall. If you were a main character in a rom-com, what song would play over your big montage moment?
Yours would be Jealous.
Not too much cheap music.
Suddenly I See, Katie Tunstall. Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield.
Yes, love.
Why Can't I by Liz Fair.
Don't know.
I don't know what that is. You're So Vain by Carly Simon.
Love.
I like that. There She Goes by The Laz.
Nice.
Put Your Records On by Corinne Bailey Rae.
Yeah. Either Natasha Bedingfield or Carly Thingamablobber.
You're So Vain.
Yeah.
I think it's a fun song.
Yeah.
So vain.
Should we go with that?
Yeah.
Nice. If you had to describe yourself or the three of us in one word, what word would you use? Fresh, stylish, reserved, loud, creative, or witty?
Witty.
I feel like we're witty.
Yeah.
I think we're witty.
I don't know about fresh.
We're not fresh.
No, we're stinky.
If you had to get all your style inspo from one celeb, who would it be? Gigi Hadid, Madison Beer, Billie Eilish, Kiki Palmer, Chapel Roan, or Zendaya. I don't know that I would want to dress like any of them all the
Who's the
time.
first one again?
Gigi Hadid.
Maybe her. You said I've got the same freckles as her.
You do? You've got the same freckles.
I feel like she wears cool stuff that you could wear
She
normally.
has a nice yellow jumper on in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Zendaya is she's too editorial, and my chest is about 3 times the size of her, so the clothes that she wears I just wouldn't naturally.
Should we just go with Gigi then?
Yeah. Let's go with Gigi.
That's the final question.
Oh! What's the answer going to be?
Okay.
Yeah.
This Valentine's Day, your perfect moving match is Jake Ryan from 16 Candles.
Who's that?
Oh,
I have seen the film, but it was so long
lad
ago.
here.
I don't even remember who he was.
He's like the main dude.
yeah.
Is he?
He's the classic dreamboat who will make you feel like the royalty you are. Prepare for an old school type of love filled with dinner dates, handwritten love notes, and just because flowers.
I thought we didn't want
That silence was so loud.
I feel like it's just given something random.
Yeah. I don't get the impression that any of us are particularly overly romantic people.
No.
Yeah, I'm quite cynical.
Yeah. I'm not very lovey-dovey.
Go away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had 2 other quizzes.
Okay.
So we can either do answer 10 random questions to see if you'll be single this Valentine's Day, or what kind of pizza are you?
We can already answer the question. Yeah. To the first
Don't
one.
need a quiz for that.
There's no quiz required.
So should we find out what pizza we are?
That's it,
Yes.
Cute.
I'm
Okay.
definitely a vegetarian. Like that's the
If there's mushrooms on it, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Oh, I love mushrooms.
No.
You don't love a mushroom on a pizza?
No.
I love eating raw mushrooms.
Oh, I've never eaten a raw mushroom, but
Oh.
otherwise I love a mushroom.
I love a mushroom.
I'm not sharing
Okay.
a pizza with you guys.
Pick a TV show. Modern Family, Seinfeld, Scandal, Cheers, Breaking Bad, or Sesame Street.
Sesame Street.
How to get to Sesame Street. I've not watched any of those.
Neither have I.
I've seen
Sesame
Breaking Bad.
Street then?
I've seen like the little bits of it, like they used to be on, little clips, but. Or did I watch it? No, I probably
So
didn't.
which one?
I've seen Breaking Bad, but I know that's not you guys' thing. We'll go with
Oh,
Sesame Street.
Sesame Street.
Your jumper is giving Sesame Street.
Thank you. My
All the
granny
colours.
knitted it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Friday night. Where are you? Playing video games,
yes.
drinking, straight
Yes.
chilling,
Yes.
at an art show
No.
with my family, at an improv show. Straight chilling.
Probably chilling.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Wishing that I was having a drink. Probably just chilling.
Pick a way to say hello. What's up? Yo. Bonjour. Friend. Howdy or aloha.
It's like, which is the least cringy option to choose from?
Aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha?
Or is that like cultural appropriation?
They're going to give us a Hawaiian pizza if we say that.
Will do. What was the first one again?
What's up?
Boy, what's up?
What's up?
Sure.
What's up?
Helen just agrees with everything.
Ooh,
Like, yeah.
I'm outvoted twice here, so.
Pick a fictional place to live in. Gotham City, Tatooine, the Shire, Metropolis, Hogwarts, or Narnia.
I
Narnia.
want to say Narnia, but also
Narnia?
the witch scares me a bit.
That's fair, but we can just go where she's not.
Yeah, I'm say Narnia.
Just live in a hole with Mr. Tumnus.
Mr. Dumbness.
I have a sheep called Mr. Tumnus.
Of course.
What do you hate on pizza?
Mushrooms.
Salad, meat, anchovies, veggies, hot sauce, or pineapple?
Anchovies, meat, and hot sauce.
Anchovies. Why would you put an anchovy on a pizza?
Disgusting. Get
And-
that off.
Let's choose that.
Anchovies probably the worst, to be fair.
You find $100. What do you spend it on? Comics, weed, beer, the pizza, truffle oil, or books?
Oh. Truffle. What would you spend it on, Alan?
Probably books. Yeah.
God, we're quite boring because we're all just the same thing.
So it's the books then.
Not
Books.
like, probably like a notebook. I love a notebook
Mm.
rather than a book.
A book with no dragons in it.
Yeah.
Dragon-free book.
Dragon-free book.
Pick a sport. Soccer, football, baseball, dodgeball, hockey, or surfing.
It's too American.
Can I decline?
No balls.
It's too American.
I mean,
'cause they're all
surfing
American
has no
sports.
balls in it.
I can't swim.
Me neither, but I would still be in the sea.
I didn't like it, and I can't swim.
Let's pick surfing, but we just go swimming instead.
Yeah, it's just me giving you
I
some
like to
lessons.
Just splash
Float.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, surfing it is. Okay.
Oh no. You made a face.
Meat pizza! All meat pizza. You know what you like, and there's nothing wrong with that, but they've used the wrong there. Also, you know that there is nothing more false than the statement, too much of a good thing, especially when that thing is meat.
I feel so uncomfortable right now.
Yeah, it's not
Both as a vegetarian, but also
as a human
as a
being.
human in general. I haven't listened to that. Right, okay. So the conclusion from that is we all
BuzzFeed quizzes mean nothing.
BuzzFeed used to really dominate.
Back in the
Yeah.
day, it really did.
Mm.
And I enjoyed it in those days, but no longer.
Leah is now lying on the floor.
It's comfortable.
Sure you're happy down there?
Yeah, you see, I fell over last night. I slipped in some mud and fell on some concrete, and now my butt's sore.
You're
So it's
brave.
more comfortable to lie down.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want a seat?
Yeah.
That would also be uncomfortable for my poor bruised booty.
Per bruised booty. Would you
My
mind holding
per
the mic so I can
bruised
put my
booty.
mic on? It's freezing in here.
Here,
Yeah.
Megan,
Yeah.
tell us about Jessie Buckley.
To tie this back into the whole film thing, obviously Wuthering Heights is coming out in a few weeks. And my bra's digging into me. Oh my god, I've revealed so much about my body parts this episode to cut all this out as well again. I'm sweaty, my bra's digging into me, Leah's bruised her bum, like it's just
I'm perfect, by the way.
Ellen has no ailments at the moment.
That must be nice.
Yeah, so talking about films and stuff, obviously at the moment it's coming up to awards season, all the nominees are out and about and blah blah blah. They're all trying to advocate for the Oscars and the BAFTAs. And one of the sort of the top nominees has been Jessie Buckley. Has been nominated for Best Actress at the Oscars. So she's an Oscar nominee. Okay. For Hamlet, where she plays Shakespeare's wife, she's a mother, etc., etc. I've seen the film, very good film, really enjoyed it. The reason why I watched it and the reason why I'm talking about her is because I've met her. So let me take you back 10 years ago. It
We've
was actually
all met celebrities.
we have. Which one of who have you met, Leah?
I met Dara O'Brien in the GPO Museum in Dublin.
All right.
Nice.
What was that like?
It was good. I also worked with Aston Marigold.
Oh my god, did you?
Yeah.
JLS.
Yeah.
Why?
We were filming Almost Never
What was
for CBBC. It's a program about like a young boy band. So Aston Marigold and Kimberly Walsh, who was in the Pussycat Dolls, they were playing DJs for a silent disco, and it was like a battle of the DJs situation.
Oh,
And I was at the
Nice.
silent disco, boogieing in silence. That's all.
How many things have you been an extra in? Like how many TV shows at this point do you even know the number?
So there was Dairy Girls, Almost Never, Flatmates, Secret Life of Boys, and another one. Like 5, not that many.
Oh, I thought it was more than that. Dairy Girls is pretty cool. That's like
Yeah, I did 2 seasons of Dairy Girls, so
That's pretty cool.
yeah, it was
That's
good.
a good one to have. By the way, Leah revealed this information to me only 2 weeks ago, and I never thought
Which
to tell
surprises
me
me.
before that. And I was like, "You've been a Dairy Girl." She
We
was,
literally
"Yeah."
watched the
Yeah.
episode
In
that she was in,
Yeah, we
in
were in
class.
class.
She
Turned
realised.
around and said, "That's me."
and I was none the wiser.
Yeah.
But yes, we've all met celebrities. This is our like celebrity episode.
We are celebrities.
And maybe it's a sign. We'll all be rich. Yes, so Jessie Buckley. So let me take you back to would it have been it was January 2017. Yes. So 9 years ago, and I was in the middle of doing driving lessons. And at this time, I don't know if you remember or not, but there was a show called Taboo on BBC One that came out.
I don't remember.
She was in it. It was with like Tom Hardy or something. And she'd also been in the TV adaptation of War and Peace. She was in that. I was watching that at the time. And I, by the way, didn't enjoy learning to drive. I still don't particularly enjoy doing it, but I'm better than what I was, obviously. But back then I hated it. Anyway, it was Saturday morning. I got out of my house. My instructor, he used to do this thing where the previous person who had their lesson would drive to your house. They would pick you up, and then you would switch seats and you would drive them back to their house. You would have like half an hour to do whatever you needed to do, and then you would drive to the next person's house, pick them up, and then they would take you home. He didn't do it all the time, but he would often do it that way. So I got in the car and he was like, okay, the person who's driving, Megan, you get into the driver's seat and they'll get in the back. I kept looking in the wing mirror and I thought, I recognise that woman's face. And I think I must have been down at this point. It was down the Ravenhill Road. And I realised, I was like, oh my God, she's an actor. She was in Taboo. She was in War and Peace. It was Jessie Buckley. I think I sort of vaguely recalled. Actually, no, he kept calling her Jessie. So I think it was just a case of like, I then put two and two together and was like, oh, she's the actress from TV. And I remember saying to her, and I was like, oh, are you an actor by any chance? And she was like, yeah, no, I am. I'm like based in London or whatever. I'm going to, I think she said South Africa to film something. My instructor had no idea who she was. He did not care.
Wow.
He was like, yeah, she told me she worked in London, but like I didn't really know that she was on TV. And I was like, yeah, no, she's like an actual actress. And I drove her to her hotel in the Titanic Quarter.
Mm.
And as we were going down the Ravenhill Road, a car pulled out in front of me. I think they were driving out of My Lady's Road, and we had to brake suddenly. But there was no contact between the cars, so we were okay. But I was just like, this is crazy. This is a crazy story. On my Saturday morning, Jessie Buckley drove to my house, and then I took her back to her hotel in Belfast.
Yeah. And you almost killed her.
And I almost killed her. And I then, really embarrassingly, there was a girl in my year who was quite popular, and she had been working in Boots at the time. And at this point, they were still filming Game of Thrones. Emilia Clarke came in and she served her. So she posted this on her Instagram. And I thought, well, this girl is really popular. And everyone was like so reactive to this.
Mm.
I'll do the same. Sure enough, no one cares, or they either didn't know who Jessie Buckley was, because at this point she wasn't as famous as Emilia Clarke was. And I came into school the next week and everyone was like, Megan, who even was that woman you posted about? No one knows who she is. And I said, do you know what? In 10 years' time, she'll become a household name. You will all know who she is, and you'll be laughing on the other side of your faces. And guess what? Here we are, 9 years on. She's an Oscar nominee, and I can tell that story to the cows come home and astound everyone with that piece of... Now, to be fair, I told you both this like 2 weeks ago, so it isn't that fun anymore. But at the time when I
That's
first
why we're
told
both
it,
quiet.
I felt so powerful.
You're very vindictive telling this story.
I am, because I was so mortified that everyone was like, I don't care. I was like, she'll become famous and I'll have this little anecdote in my back pocket. And it is a pretty cool anecdote to say that I did a driving lesson with her once. Not that she'd remember me, but if, you know, we ever need her to be a guest on the podcast, I'll just touch and tell her, I had a driving lesson with you once. Do you remember me? I remember she said that she was trying to learn both. She's from like Killarney originally in Kerry, and she couldn't pass the test down south or in London. She just found it too hard and she kept failing it.
That's hilarious.
Is your test easier?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think she wasn't able to pass it. I think she was only in Belfast very briefly, and so it was just like, well, whilst I'm here, I'll try and get a UK driving license.
Fair enough.
Now, please tell me that's not a boring story. I know you've heard it now twice, but like,
No, it needs to be out there. People need to know.
Thrilling.
she
Yeah.
needs to know this. That I
She can
met her.
sponsor us.
She's obviously going to listen to this podcast and be like, oh my goodness, I know her.
Before the SD card cut off, Leah was telling
Indeed.
us about
So we were talking about frolicking,
Yeah.
and I was telling you about the frolic that I did with my new chickens yesterday. How exciting!
You're like Noah's Ark worth of chickens.
Yeah.
Like,
So I only had 6 of them outside yesterday. So my chickens live in two separate houses. I've got the 5 fluffy ones in one house, and then the new skinny chickens in the other house. So the skinny chickens, they are I think they're modern game bantam. They're some sort of game bantam anyway.
right.
They look like silly leggy chickens, bald and skinny. So they're called.
I don't even know how to imagine what a leggy bald skinny chicken
Google
looks
it.
like.
So they're good chickens. I'll show you a picture, then we can get your live reaction.
Okay.
So they are called Sally, Susan, and the rest are all called Slim Jim. So there's Slim Jim 1, Slim Jim B, Slim Jim 3, and Slim Jim 4.
Why
What?
be?
Because
Why
it's
be?
funny. I just thought it was funny.
Where does one buy a chicken from?
So I didn't buy these chickens. The story with these chickens, I was off buying some food for my other fluffy chickens, and this man who was a family friend came over to my mum and was like, "Here, you wouldn't take some more chickens, would you?" And my mother agreed, and so I took the chickens. So he delivered them to me the week of my
Right.
birthday. How kind. Basically he had hatched out 15 of them and he didn't need that many, so they were given to me.
And did you manage to build the chicken hut?
So I already
Just
had
in
this
time.
chicken house spare.
Right.
This is my egg
Aw.
glue. It's an omelette egg glue.
They are skinny.
They are
Yeah.
skinny. They're skinny
They're
chickens.
very leggy.
They are very leggy.
There's no fluff to them.
No, the other chickens are my other chickens are fluffy chickens.
Right. I personally get overwhelmed being around chickens. Like I find a flock of chickens to be quite intimidating.
Why? Do you have chicken trauma?
I think I might have been pecked by one whenever I was in primary school. I don't know. I just don't. They're just unusual animals. But I feel like Leah is like the chicken whisperer and just walks into a flock and just goes, "A flock? Do you get flocks of chickens? Is that the wrong?
That's literally the correct word.
Is
Yes.
it a flock?
Yes,
It
it's
is
a
a
flock
flock.
of birds.
It is a flock of birds.
Mm.
I was thinking sheep are flocks as well, aren't they?
They're also a flock. Yes, a flock of sheep.
But do you not get overwhelmed by?
I don't have enough of them to get overwhelmed. I'm only either dealing with 6 or 5 at the one time, so
And they're not like
and I haven't had all 11 out together yet.
they don't peck you then.
No, they don't peck me. Chickens aren't that violent. Yeah, they're quite pleasant, really. Very friendly. They eat from your hand. But yesterday when we were out frolicking, so all my previous chickens haven't been that good at flight. The breeds of chicken I've had before have all been soft feather breeds. So they don't fly well.
But sure, you wouldn't want your pet to fly away on you. That'd be a bit disappointing, wouldn't it?
Well, no, but they won't fly away because they know who you are. They know where they live. They're friends.
You feed them.
Yeah. But these new chickens can fly a lot better than any of my previous chickens could. Now I'm used to flighty birds because my call ducks are excellent flyers. I'm very familiar with flight, so it's all good. I can manage. However, one of the Slim Jims decided to go for a bit of a flight, and she was aiming to land on the living room windowsill, but she missed entirely because she's dense. There's nothing between her ears. And so she crashed into the side of the house and fell down.
Did she leave like a splat of feathers on
No,
the wall? Oh.
there was no feather loss. She's all right.
Was this before or after you fell on your arse?
This is hours before I fell on my arse. Yeah.
I'm just fascinated by this because I can think because my upbringing was so completely different. Like we didn't have any pets,
Mm.
so the idea that you have a big heap of chickens just in the back.
See,
of
there
your
weren't
house.
really a lot of birds in my upbringing either.
How did you grow? How did you start your chicken
So-
collection?
I didn't start with chickens. I started with the ducks.
Yeah.
So during lockdown, I got 4 pet lambs.
Okay.
My favorite was Mopsy and her sister Flopsy.
Yes.
And in 2021 or 2022, don't remember, one of those years, Mopsy and Flopsy were both pregnant for the first time, and Mopsy just died one night.
Oh.
Yeah, she just died.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so traumatizing.
And it's something that sheep are very good at doing, but normally they die in some big traumatic way. But we got a phone call one morning that there was a dead sheep in the field, and she had literally just lay down to go to sleep and died.
Oh,
Like she was comfortable, she was fine, she just died.
oh, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Is it because she was pregnant?
I don't know, potentially.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't really know. So I had been at work that day and I came home from work. Normally when I ask for new animals, it's a no. But I had got this idea that I wanted nice little white ducks.
Right.
And I had been talking to my boyfriend about it and sent him all these pictures of these nice little white ducks that I wanted. And I came home and I was at the dinner table and I was like, I'd like some ducks. And my dad is a very stoic man. I think I've only seen him cry maybe twice. This was one of those times. I looked over and he was sitting there crying and I was like, what's wrong? And he was like, not looking at me. And then he was like, we have bad news. Mopsy has died. And so then, because I was sad, they were like, yeah, you can have ducks. So basically the only reason why I was allowed to begin my chicken empire was because my favourite sheep died and my parents wanted to cheer me up.
Oh,
So, yeah.
that's so sad.
Yeah, it's really sad.
But I mean, you love your ducks.
I do. They're great. And we've had great fun with ducklings and yeah, but that's just kind of life on a farm.
And with it coming into springtime, are your ducks expecting any more ducklings this year?
My ducks don't know that they are, but they are.
Oh. Why do they not
It's
know?
unlikely that my ducks will be particularly involved in any of the process. Obviously, they'll do the actual baby making
Yeah.
and they'll lay the eggs.
Yeah.
But my intention is to steal the eggs and give them to the chickens. And then the chickens are going to sit on the eggs.
Is that common practice to steal someone else's babies?
It is with call ducks.
Okay.
Call ducks are horrific mothers. So I've had call ducks since like I think 2021 or else 2022. I'm sure. Had them for a couple of years anyway. And I have only once in those years managed to successfully get a duck to sit on eggs and finish
Right.
the journey. They give up halfway through. They're not very good mothers.
You're on your own.
Yeah, pretty much. So they'll sit on eggs and incubate them until they've started developing, and then they'll be like, you know what, I don't want to be a mother anymore, and they just get up and leave the eggs to get cold and die. So we don't trust them with that.
So the chickens.
Chickens, on the other hand, especially bantam breeds, so the little ones, are excellent mothers. They go broody like regularly.
So your new chickens are gonna adopt the ducklings in a sense.
Yeah, I don't know if my new skinny chickens will be old enough to this year,
Right.
but my fluffy chickens will be
Definitely.
adopting. Yes, Gouda had herself a little brood of ducks this year. So yeah,
I love ducklings. I'm looking forward to
they're
seeing.
so fun,
Yeah.
so
Seeing
fun.
It's so
Yeah.
cute. Oh, do you know what? Like, I think to myself, at that point, is it even pet insurance or is it just like farm insurance?
Oh,
that you
I
have?
don't.
Do you know?
Yeah,
You just
I mean
love
the birds aren't insured.
they just kind of exist.
Yeah, they
But
just.
there's something so fun about that because, like I said, I've never grown up with a pet or never had that kind of relationship with. I mean, can you have a relationship with it?
Yes.
I don't know. You can't. Okay.
Yes,
well,
you can.
can. So I've never experienced this, but part of the reason why I was so put off ever, getting a pet in later life was because I worry about the animal passing away and then.
I think that's why children should be exposed to it, because I think it's incredibly beneficial for them to learn about death in a safe way. And it's so much easier to deal with the death of an animal first
Yeah.
than, like, God forbid, a parent or something like that. Like, if they understand it from their pet chicken dying, then it makes it a little easier to come to terms with the bigger ones.
That's actually a really
Yeah.
interesting perspective on it.
Yeah.
Because I always worried about, not being able to kind of deal with the death of an animal, which is why I was like, I don't think I really want to have one. That, and I also just think I would get.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, it's still hard. Like, it's still really sad and really difficult, but I think it's good for growth. Yeah.
Yeah, even like just kids learning how to look after a pet. And sure,
like
it's responsibility.
Yeah,
they are
100%.
fed, watered.
It's great.
They've got to the bathroom. They've gone to the vet.
You've got a cat and a dog, haven't you?
Yeah. And growing up, we had hamsters, we had goldfish, we had rabbits, we had a chihuahua. Now we have a Shih Tzu and a cat. Yeah.
Is it not a Shih Tzu?
A Shih Tzu.
Yeah. Well, I don't like saying Shih Tzu. She's not a shit zoo.
She's happy to swear, but not when it comes to the dog.
No, not my baby zoo.
In every other context.
Yeah, Shih Tzu.
Maybe I'll get some rabbits someday. I would really love 2 pet rabbits. I said this before. I think that would kind of be I don't think I could deal with a dog. I feel very...
Dogs are easy.
Yeah.
Really?
They kind of look
Feels
after
like
themselves.
Dogs seem like hard work. I thought cats were the easier of the 2.
Both are easy.
Yeah.
Pets are easy.
You gotta train them though. And
They're really fun.
Like once you've like trained them and you've had them for a year or 2, then they take after themselves.
I feel like I would only do it if I like was if I was dating someone who was like just like he was actually keen and like happy to help train the thing. Otherwise I wouldn't do it by myself. I think ducks and chickens are a bit different because you don't have to put them on a lead and walk them around the place.
I would argue that they're more difficult than
really
dogs and cats though.
In what way?
There's a lot more cleaning involved. You have to actually scoop out the poops from their house.
Right.
Ducks are definitely harder than chickens are because of the water requirement.
Oh, that's a good. Have you got a pond for them that you put them on?
So my ducks live in a penthouse suite.
Did you build it yourself?
No, I didn't.
Aww.
I purchased it in an auction. So they have a raised house on stilts.
Okay.
Nice.
So there's the house bit, like with their bedroom that they live in, and then it goes out onto like a little balcony essentially, and there's a swimming pool
Barbie's dream house
inset into the balcony. Yeah.
And there's a water slide and there's a 24-hour bar and there's palm trees.
Yeah. Cans there.
You got a whole wardrobe.
It's their Mojo Dojo Casa house.
Do you play guitar for them?
I have on occasion.
Have you?
Sometimes I like to give them some tunes.
Serenade the chickens.
Yeah.
And the ducks.
Animals respond well to music, don't they?
They do, yeah. Yeah, I had some interesting composition projects in my undergrad.
This is your experimental music.
Yeah.
The experiment being your duck's reaction to music.
No, the ducks weren't around then, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was pre-duck.
Right, pre-duck era.
Yeah.
So that piece you're talking about where you have to offer the water and the hay to the piano, did you do that with the ducks
No.
and the chickens?
No, I had one where I played a hunting horn in the middle of the field, just to get some reactions, you know.
How do they react?
They didn't really care.
Fair.
Yeah.
I can't connect the dots with the stuff that's gone on in your life just because it's been so random and eccentric. Like sometimes I'm like, you did what? You met who? Like why did this all happen?
I think eccentric is the right word, yeah.
It is eccentric.
Do I give mad scientist vibes?
Well, on first meeting you not really, but the more you get to know you, you're like,
My life is so boring in comparison.
do you know what I mean? Like, Leah doesn't have that kind of initial. I would say that like you come off as a bit quirky, but like you don't really, until you get to know, you don't really realize how
Just how quirky. How many quirks
You
there
hide
are.
it very well.
Thank you. Don't come across as normal.
Yeah.
Well, like you're not like
interesting.
really weird or anything. To being
It makes sense.
yeah, like
Yeah.
being eccentric doesn't mean that you're someone that likes to hide in the bush and
So do you think that people are put off by my personality, not my eccentricities?
he's put off by your personality. Me and Ellen are just like,
Well.
no one is.
I'd like to think not.
I don't know anyone that's
No.
never said anything bad about you. So like,
Oh, that's nice.
not that I'm aware of. or
That's
anything.
cute.
I worry about that all the time. Actually, people people find me off-putting.
I don't really care.
See, this thing, you don't. It doesn't, but it really bothers me. Like, I was lying in bed last night worrying about this. This is the thing. Whenever you get to know me, I'm quite open about the fact that I have insecurities, and I've dealt with a lot of it, and I've got over it. But like these things, I don't really. I didn't realize until being in this context of doing this course, they've kind of come back up to the surface again. I didn't realize they were still there. So I worry about how I look and how I'm perceived constantly. And until that we're like not with other people, that doesn't go away. I feel fine with both of you, but when I'm with others, I constantly worry about it. Like, not to the point where it's debilitating, but it's just always there. And I don't know if you feel the same way.
No.
Okay, just me.
I could not care less about other people's perception of me. Genuinely could not care less.
I wish I'd like.
I am who I
10% of
am.
that.
It is what it is. I am unapologetic.
How did you get to that point?
I don't know.
I wish I didn't care.
I think I just worry about being annoying.
You're like not annoying at all.
Sometimes like I'm messaging you and I'm like, I know it's 1 a.m, but look at this thing. What about this edit? Here's a stupid reel.
That's grand. But I will be asleep at that stage.
Yeah.
And I will look at it tomorrow.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whilst I'll be awake and I probably will respond because I can't.
Yeah,
sleep very
sometimes
well.
I get up in the morning. I'll have like 32 unopened messages, and they'll be from like 12:30 in the morning, and it's just Ellen and Megan going off.
Having a bitch.
About something really stupid.
Yeah.
You're not annoying at all in the slightest.
No.
Thanks.
I think when I really mean that, because here's the thing, like if you were at this point, either I wouldn't talk to you or I would have told you by now.
Thanks.
And like I really don't feel that way. I feel like I'm irritating.
No,
Well, you nodded your head
no, I was
whenever
nodding
said
at what
that.
you just said. I didn't mean you were annoying.
I don't know. I feel like I'm just a bit.
I think it depends what people I'm around, where I'm worried if like what I'm wearing or what to say or what to think.
But
like
why would what you're wearing affect anyone else?
I don't know, like I feel like I worry about it in a different context. Like even today I walked in and I was like, fuck, we're both wearing the same thing, a little cardigan and knee-high boots and tights and a skirt. Which is quite funny.
Really? Because I looked at your skirt and I thought your skirt was so like, it's so mermaid-like.
Ooh, thank you.
I thought
Very
it was really
boho.
nice.
I don't know, like I just worry that like I can't rock up in like sweatpants and like a zippy top. I have to wear something a little bit nicer. But that's just me and I want to wear more in my wardrobe.
Yeah.
But like I used to care more about what people thought and what they said about me, but now this year I'm kind of like, it's not that deep. It's okay. I'm like trying to like unlearn that.
I find that before I leave the house, I feel great, and then as soon as I get to class, I become very self-conscious about how I look, and I began to feel silly today in what I was wearing, which is so silly because if I was in any other context, it wouldn't bother me. But for some reason, being at uni, I become very self-aware.
But you're not even wearing anything that outlandish.
I know,
No.
but I feel like I am. But I know when I'm elsewhere, I wouldn't. I'm like, oh, I look grand. Oh,
You always dress nice.
thank you.
Yeah. I've worked in uniformed jobs for the past 3 years and haven't really had any opportunity to wear all of my nice clothes.
Yeah.
So you may have noticed
You've gone all out.
I haven't repeated an outfit once.
You said this, which I'm astounded by. I was so
Ever
fun.
since you said it, I've started to notice more about what you're wearing. And I'm like, oh, I haven't seen that.
There's a few
before.
pieces that I've worn more than once, but I've never repeated a full outfit. And I'm having such a great time. All my clothes are getting out.
I'm glad that I'm able to talk about it with both of you because I didn't realise until I actually acknowledged it.
Yeah.
This has been bothering me for months on end. But I don't know how to deal with it other than the fact of just being open about the fact that I feel uncomfortable. And I think sometimes my way of dealing with it is by either not speaking and sitting awkwardly or overcompensating by talking too much, which is when I begin to feel like I'm being irritating.
I haven't found you irritating.
No.
So maybe it's just my own perception of myself.
I think it just kind of comes to a point where you kind of just have to realise that even if people did find you annoying, it doesn't matter. Not everybody's going to like you. You don't like everyone. you don't have to like everyone.
Mm.
And at the end of the day, you are who you are. If you believe in God, this is the way that God has made you.
Mm.
And like, you can't completely change your personality or your looks or anything like that for someone else, because they don't have to live with you. You do.
Mm.
It's just kind of what it is. I don't necessarily love everything about myself, but it is what it is. I am who I am, and that's not going to change anytime soon.
Mm.
And, you know, your body has purpose. It's there to live its life, do its thing.
Guess
Your
what?
feet carry you places, you know. And
Oh,
yeah,
I like that.
if it's functional, then
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah, just like my rain bonnet, it's a little hideous, but it's functional.
It's, so
It's
cute.
not hideous.
So sweet.
Rave granny.
It's so quaint.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really nice way of looking at it.
Mm.
And the thing is, I'm that person who, if someone else came to me, I would be probably saying something very, very similar.
Mm.
But it's like it's almost, I beat myself up because of how self-critical I can be, and I'm like, no one is analysing me in the way that I'm analysing myself.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Plus, you're
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
Like, so,
A tall, leggy blonde, of course.
yeah. Stop it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that way at all, but thank you for saying that. Talking of other hot things,
Where's this going?
Are we going back to Wuthering Heights?
Hope not.
well, we can unpack that one after we go see it.
Yes.
Ellen playing the guitar.
What?
That was hot. Because I know how to do it.
Wow.
so
Okay.
Ellen played a gig on Friday
Are you
night.
flirting?
I'm uncomfortable.
Ellen played a gig on Friday night, and I have to say, with her and her band, it was so good. I really enjoyed myself.
Thank you.
Do you know what it was? It's because, and please don't take offense when I say this,
I hope it's so offensive.
you would say this yourself, you are pretty quiet and a little bit on the shyer side sometimes around new people.
Mm.
Would that be fair to say? I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm only talkative when I'm comfortable with the people that I'm with.
Yes. I do get that.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We don't all
I don't
have
know
to be
why.
loudmouth. You know, it's fine. Because you are quite quiet, not with us, but like maybe with other people. It was so fun to be able to, don't pull that face, Leah. It was it was so fun to be able to get to see you look so comfortable and being good at something that you don't share or that you haven't been able to kind of display in front of us before. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that was quite cool.
Like, some people make I play guitar like their main personality,
Mm.
and I don't like people like that. But I do think it's kind of fun to just be like, yeah, I play lead guitar in a band.
That's
it.
really cool.
Yeah.
I
Thank
think it's
you.
really, really cool.
Yeah,
You were, and also like the riffs that you've written, like the
guitar part.
instrumentals.
Yeah,
Whenever you're playing them, I was like, oh my god, these are really, really good. And
thank you.
I was just really, really impressed. I always wanted to learn to play guitar, so I guess I kind of, from that point of view, I found it really cool.
No, it's been really nice. So I did a gig with Regard in the Training for Women Network building last Friday, and I'm playing guitar in a band called Julie at the minute, just for context. And yeah, it was my second ever gig with them, and it was fun to like get out there and do it again, because our last gig was on Halloween, so it'd been a little while since we did it. And I was like, I'm doing a gig as me, not as Wednesday, because it was a Halloween gig. So no, it was cute, it was fun, and it was nice. Like, the girls in the band are really nice, and we just, yeah, we have great little chats. We do our little rehearsals, and all of it's been really easy and really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was fun to actually write my own parts and stuff, because I've been in other bands before and it's been quite toxic. It's
Yeah.
down to the way that I hold my guitar pick. It was that nitpicky.
Jeez.
Yeah. So no, it's been nice to like actually be in a band and wear my cute little boots and outfits and play little, songs. Yeah, it's been quite cute.
No, it was really
Yeah.
good. I felt so proud of you. I was like,
Oh,
this is
you were like a
fun.
proud mum, and I was like, if I look at you while I'm playing, I'm just gonna start laughing. I was like, you're gonna throw me off. So I only looked at you when we finished the song.
I didn't expect to be sat in the front row, to be fair.
Yeah,
but,
and you were
know.
right in front of me. Like
I was like a meter away from your
It's like,
face. There wasn't much space between us. But no, it was really good. Actually, to be fair though, like I don't. Although I would say that maybe you can be a little bit quieter, you're more than happy to do your radio show once a week.
yeah, that's when my like personality comes out, where I'm like, I'm crazy.
But I guess
Yeah.
it's like your area of expertise, isn't it? So you're enthusiastic about it and you want to talk about it.
Yeah, and also helps that I can write my script. So if I
Yeah.
do kind of plank, that I like know what to say. But yeah, no, it's been fun, and it's also just me alone in a room playing songs while live on TikTok. It's quite funny.
It was
But it's
fun.
also on Queen's Radio every Monday from 6 till 7 p.m.
Just plugging around.
Yes. Please listen.
I enjoyed it on Monday. There were some odd fellas in the comments.
I have some thoughts for your TikTok live.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Really?
please share.
I think you should do like a little live Q&A
Ooh.
while the songs are playing.
Yes, because when the songs play, it's just me sitting there
Bopping.
bopping, doing my awkward dance.
So I think it could add some intrigue to do some Q&A.
Ooh.
Leah was like writing and being like, do a dance. and then Ellen was like, okay, I'll do a dance. And just sort of like
Shimmy the shoulders.
It was good. I liked it.
I think you were expecting me to like put the camera at the other side of the room and just start throwing shit.
I'm not sure what I was
Just like
expecting.
break dancing.
Do me a cartwheel.
But yeah, no, we're really proud of you.
Yay. Thank you.
I feel like we've covered a lot of bases today. So Galentines will let you know how Wuthering Heights goes. We'll let you know how the ducklings come along and the chickens. And we'll let you know if we still feel as insecure.
Yeah, we got very deep there for a second.
We did get deep.
I'm gonna start crying. No one likes me.
Tears on the microphone, sorry.
I'm hungry.
My mouth is very dry.
Yeah, same.
This has been lovely. Thanks.
We have been knitting and bitching.
And we will speak to you again
See you later.
very soon.
Bye-bye.
Mm.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That's like one of the characters from Shrek, which isn't it?
It reminds me. Bye-bye, driver.
That is. I don't know what the reference
The
point
wee
is.
lad gets off the bus. It's like a TikTok.
Oh, is
The
that
lad
it?
gets off the bus and he goes, bye-bye, driver.
No, it's not. It's an old woman.
Right, okay, that's worse.
Like, bye, bye. And he's like, all right then, bye. It's like an elderly woman.
There are. And he's like, I love you, daddy. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.